Well, just 8 months into the season 2025, and my next guest has been enjoying a lot of success, currently sharing the state premiership with Robert Morris and Cam Hart on 124 wins, and more importantly, over the past 8 months he's come under the very watchful eye of the Hall of Famers, legendary trainers David Aiken and also Jeff Webster. Of course, I refer to Will Rixon, who joins me now. Well, Will, the first 8 months of the season has certainly developed into an intriguing battle as far as the state driving premiership is concerned. Three at the top of the list, yourself, Robbie Morris, Cam Hart, all on 124. Then you've got the young blokes nipping at your heels, Jai Koenig, 114. Both did you know pretty well, Jet Turnbull on 108.
Yeah, it's getting tighter as the year goes on, really. So it's it's pretty changes, day to day and week to week with all them guys having a lot of drives every week and obviously been having great runs. So just week by week, Mick. I don't want to look into it too much. Just obviously got a fair bit happening at the moment. So but to be up there in the battle is definitely exciting.
Well, it's great for the industry that we have such a wealth of talent driving so well.
Yeah, for sure. New South Wales has got great talent across the board everywhere, and there's plenty of names that you haven't just mentioned that you got to compete against that are still as good as ever, like your Luke McCarthy's and Amanda Turnbull's, and there's plenty others that we haven't been named. So it's very competitive. It's quite hard to compete against, but it also makes all the people around you better.
Three winners at the Menangle meeting on Monday afternoon. One of them for another cousin, Mitch Turnbull. Must have given you a great deal of pleasure.
Yeah, I was still excited about that. He's had that horse from day one, always had a little bit of time for him, and sort of had this series in mind for a while, and to get that win the way he did it was great, and obviously he's a live chance in the final and Eureka night, so it's great for the family.
Not far away from a date with Destiny, the 6th of September, Eureka night, $2.1 million prize money on offer, and Jeff Webster and See the Stars. What a thrill.
Yeah, it is. It's it hasn't probably really sunk in. I would rather just get there first. It's a bit of obviously the horse has got to get there the way we want. He's going to trial tomorrow, so it's really exciting. It's, as a driver, it's what races I've dreamed to be in, and to be in it with a horse like him, I've got a lot of confidence in him. He's a great horse, so it's exciting.
Of course, at the start of the season, you linked up with Max Delight and David Aiken. You had one drive there behind Max Delight. You won a free-for-all here on the 25th of January. The late Greg Sugarzan drove him in his next start, the Hunter Cup, and placed behind Swayze. Then for the next 16 starts, you've been behind Max, 5 wins and 7 placings. And of course, the Inter Dominion, another wonderful chapter in your career.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable to me, that horse, and he's obviously, I've only got on him sort of late in his career, but some may argue he's going better than ever. So, and that night Greg drove him in the Hunter Cup. I think he went 49 his last mile. So he's just a great horse. I get a really big thrill out of driving him. I just love him, and Aki's, to even just drive for Aki's a thrill for me as well. So I'm really looking forward to the Wentworth Mile with him.
The Inter Dominion experience, running 5th to Leap to Fame, he just never stopped trying.
No, that's right. He sort of ended up in not a bad spot from the draw, but once Leap to Fame found the front, it was over. And then around Albion Park, the fence just 1, 2, 3, 4 fence, run top 4, and he was the only one that come wide and first one home. So we're proud of him whenever he steps out on the track.
What an amazing performance in the Alf Phyllis free-for-all a couple of weeks ago. Captain's Knock, Brad Hewitt, a dashing drive, and all ticks to Brad Hewitt for the way he drove Captain's Knock. Major chasing from the word go and blistering time. And once again, Max had to dig deep from the top of the home straight, and Brad said if it had been any other horse except Max, he might have been able to get away with the race.
Yeah, absolutely. I love Captain's Knock as well. I've always followed him really closely in his career, and I've been lucky enough to drive him a couple of times, and just a beautiful horse and a really good horse. And him and Max have had some great battles so far, and there's never really been much between them. I think a few times they finished head to head a bit. So another good medal there the other night, and that was a big thrill for me to run him down in that time, and just the feel he gave me when I pulled him out to get out after him. I haven't had that feeling many times from many horses the way I think he went 52.80's last half. So what a horse.
Do you still think you were going to reel in Captain's Knock on the home straight?
I wasn't overly confident from sort of the half, but once we got to the 400 and I was sort of tapping Max up, And then once I pulled him out, the way I moved, I thought, geez, I've got him, like he was just moved with an electric turn of foot.
It's incredible. He's just turning back the hands of time, Max Delight. He's a rising 10-year-old next season, and David Aiken said he's never felt better.
Yeah, it's full credit to Akey and his team. Like, he just knows his horse back to front, and he just keeps him happy and fresh, and the horse is repaying him.
As far as Eureka Night is concerned, it's also the running of the Len Smith Mile, and of course another date with Destiny with Max Delight. Yeah,
it's going to be a great race. It said this morning that Swayze's going to be going in it now, so that wasn't the best news I heard all day, but we've beat him once before, so it's not like it's completely out of reach, and just can't wait for the night to be turning up in a night like that. Driving these horses, obviously draws are going to be so important, but either way, just to be driving these horses on big nights is, it's exciting.
The camaraderie in the barn on a regular basis, every Tuesday, every Saturday night or Monday afternoons, is outstanding. Your good mate Cam Hart, we know what Cam's like. He's cool, calm, collected. Nothing seems to faze him. What do you like going into the big races, or on a very similar style?
Yeah, I like to think keep it pretty relaxed. Not really one to get too worked up, and the last 2 years or 12 months I've been in a lot of big races, and that's definitely been really helped me with my preparation into them. And I like to think that you got to sort of treat it as another race and do your preparation, and then I think it's important to be cool out there and not rush any decisions or anything like that. So the people we drive for don't really put much pressure on me too, which makes a big difference. So I like to think I'm a little similar to Cam, and I just hope I get as many big races as he has.
Yeah, he's certainly got an outstanding record, and I think the big thing about it, Will, too, is maturity plays a big part in that.
Yeah, as I said, I've been racing in some of the biggest races around the country the last 12 months, so that's been a really big help for me. Just getting used to that and being lucky enough to do it. So I think the more experience you can have, the better you can be.
Well, you've certainly got some big races coming up. Good luck in those particular events, the Eureka and the Len Smith Mile. We'll see the stars and also everyone's favourite horse, Max Delight.
Thanks, Mick. Looking forward to it.